Residents of Santa Maria took to polling places across the city to cast their vote for local, state, and national races during this presidential election.
Excited to vote. It's a big election, and I actually look forward to being able to come out to vote. It's my first time voting with my son.
Drake, a correctional officer, is voting in support of the Second Amendment when casting his ballot for president and on State Proposition 63, which pertains to ammunition gun sales.
For our gun rights, they want to take our background checks on our ammunition. I'm actually law enforcement, so that alone will impact me. I go to the range constantly, and for me to have to go do background checks every time I want to go buy a box of ammunition, I think that's ridiculous.
Sarah Galindo dropped off her vote by mail ballot for this year's election.
For me, it was important that we vote for a candidate that reflects what's important to us.
Galindo believes civil rights is a big issue in the presidential election.
I see all of those as basic civil rights. Black Lives Matter, that's definitely, they're people too. Everyone's a person and we all deserve our basic human rights. Also, the North Dakota pipeline, that's also a basic human right.
Recent college grad Abraham Melindres focused on education and the track record of candidates when making his selection for president.
Important to me is education, of course. I was born here, I was raised here. I went to Miller School and Santa Maria High, and then I just finished university. And so if it wasn't because of the help that I got through my education, I wouldn't have made it, as far as I've made it.
Happy to see the election season come to an end. Dorothy Torres came out to vote on Proposition 64, the legalization of marijuana initiative.
Because it's really just, it should be legal anyway. It's not any worse than alcohol. It's even better than alcohol. But I just think that it didn't need to be illegal. It's not like heroin or something. It didn't need to be illegal. Marijuana doesn't need to be illegal.
Christina Limon not only thought about herself, but how her vote could impact her children in the future.
Policies, and how they're viewing of the future. Because, they're not talking about just today, they're just talking about the tomorrow too. And if she's gonna help people like me, or he's gonna help people like me, it's really hard, because they fight both sides. So it just kind of thinking, what's the better person for this position.
With voting almost over, the nation waits as the tallies are counted.
We're here to vote, and hopefully our voices are heard.